Hi
Hi.
Raj, good evening.
Okay.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
Perfectly fine, fit as a fiddle. Thank you for asking. And I think yours is always the last session of the day for me. Always. No matter
Okay.
what time you book, it always tends to be the last one. So I'm very,
Yeah.
very excited to have this conversation with you. So, how did your day go, Raj? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah.
Everything all right? Is everything okay?
Yeah, of course. It is okay now.
Okay, what happened in between?
I just got the disconnection notification, so I had to rejoin.
Okay, was there a network drop?
I don't know. I do get all these notifications more
Uh-huh.
often, but it's okay.
Okay, so no worries. Welcome back. Then let's get started. So, how was your day? I hope the day treated you well.
Oh, today I just had rest,
Mm-hmm.
and yesterday I completed that course.
Okay.
And like I had explained to you that I had decided to go through thoroughly
Hmm.
before taking final assessment, but
Yes.
somehow I changed my mind and I thought of looking at the questions of final assessment as well. And then when I got to know there are 65 questions,
Mm-hmm.
I was I was thinking that okay,
Huh.
I have a bracket of almost 12
Hmm.
questions as it is
Mm-hmm.
said that 80% is required. And then I have four attempts as well. So I
Okay.
couldn't hold and I just went to final assessment as well and there I scored well. So 62 out of 65 was right. So I thought let's finish it. And then I uh, took the certificate as well. The
That's
soft copy.
commendable. That's really commendable. 62 out of 65. So, you are basically one of the toppers now.
Oh, yeah, but I think that whatever questions were there, they were related to grammar,
Grammar.
and apart from that, the techniques that had been shared by them. So it was easy. It is easy for all those who are good at study.
Hmm.
So on
Okay.
that term, I think that even if I had taken it maybe 6 or 8 months back, I would have scored this much.
But still, I think that the success is sweeter now because you have worked so hard. It's not
Yeah,
something
and
that
another
randomly.
thing that I wanted to share with you
Yes,
that
yes.
after getting the soft copy, I was trying to apply for the hard copy as well. Like they say that you can order your hard copy. And when I
Oh,
went to order that, I
yeah.
came to know that they are charging equal amount. Like for ordering your hard copy, you have to pay $35. And then for additional two paper, I didn't look at those paper in detail. You
Hmm.
have to add another $9. So in
Hmm.
total, 44 or $45 for ordering that hard copy.
For ordering the hard copy. Yes, this is a very common feature in almost all the apps. They offer you the courses for very
Yeah.
reasonable rates, but when it's time to give the certificates, that is when they start charging. But I've seen this trend across so many platforms these days, so I'm not surprised. I've seen it so many times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just hold it back there. I have not ordered the hard copy. I thought maybe later or
Later.
if it
Hmm.
is, yeah.
Right, right. So the same thing happened with me when when I wanted the certificate for the British Council proficiency test. So the English proficiency test by British Council, I got my score, but when I wanted the certificate, I had to pay quite a huge sum of money. So I put that on
Okay.
hold. I just relied on the soft copy only. So right now I only have the link. I don't have the hard copy, but I think it's okay. What will I do with that hard copy anyways, right? So
Right.
that's what I felt. Correct. So, yeah, great. Good going, Mr. Raj. Very good going. I mean, you are learning new things along the way. You're making yourself even better. You're expanding your knowledge base. So, good thing. Really nice.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. So today let's have conversation on some really, thought-provoking topics, shall we?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Definitely,
So
I'm ready for
I was
that. Yeah.
watching I was watching an interview of a very famous celebrity, and there she started talking about the concept of freedom, what freedom means to her. All right. And she said that freedom for her means the ability to live her life the way she wants to. And now I want to ask you, what is your definition of freedom?
I mean, if you look at the term freedom in itself, of course, there
Mm-hmm.
cannot be any different perspective as far as the answer is concerned. For
Mm-hmm.
everybody, freedom is something like they can they have if they can enjoy their life the way they want to. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, everybody is not that privileged to have this kind of freedom because
Yeah.
we certainly live in a society from where we have different responsibilities. So if
Yeah.
you take care of all those, it is impossible for you to apply that freedom to your life. Uh, so in that term, I think that if if I have to, uh, I mean, if I have to sacrifice something in terms of pleasing someone else in my network, without which I cannot live properly. Because
Without
in
whom I can
either
do
way, yeah, without whom, or I was trying to say that the action without which it is not possible to go on. For example,
it.
if I love a girl and at the same time my parents does not want me to get married to her, so I what options I have? If I look about myself, then I can go against my parents, but I cannot make both of them happy. So in terms of that, what freedom means here? Here, I am not able to live my life up to my expectations the way I want to, but at the same time, I do not want to leave my parents as well. So here I will have to sacrifice, and here I can manage to sacrifice this situation to I mean sacrifice that girl for not for pleasing my parents, and then I can live on my term that okay, if you are not interested in this, then I'm not going to uh, do anything, but I'm making sure that the girl whom you want me to marry with, I'm not going to marry with him as well. So there, that is that kind of freedom I would like to enjoy, so that if I'm not making someone pleasing someone, then at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm not hurting myself to please others.
Understood. Yes, yes, got your point. Very complex, but you explained it pretty well. And I'm happy that you did not give a very black and white answer. There were lots of shades of gray. You considered a lot of different factors into the answer and gave your point of view, which I felt was amazing. Very nice. Okay. And do you think it is more important to be liked by everyone, or do you think it's more important to be respected by everyone? Respect means people hold you to a higher level, but they will not come close to you, they'll not try to be your friend. Okay. Being liked means they want to be your friend. So what is more important, being liked or being respected from far?
I mean, these both terms are in some way interrelated to each other. So if you are being liked by someone, then only you would be respected in real manner. Otherwise, somebody can respect you in front of you, but in your back, they are not going to like you. They are not going to respect you. So I would never want to be in that position. So for me, it is important that I am liked by others because of my behavior, because of my nature, in such a way that they do not only like me, and they kind of respect me as well, because respect is a mutual term, so it can be from both sides, and that is what I want.
Okay, so you will go with being liked because you feel that if you are liked, it means somewhere deep down the person also respects you, you respect your company. So it's not
Of course, of course.
completely independent of each other, these two things.
Right.
Good, great. I think your answers today are so drastically different from the last from the last performance to both
Yeah,
with.
of course. Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to have a conversation with your future self or with your past self? Past means maybe teenage Raj or
Yeah, of course.
Raj
I
middle age.
got it.
Yeah. So what would you choose?
I would like to interact with my past, with past one. And the reason behind that is whatever mistakes that I have done, I would not like to repeat that. So, in that term, what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
I would like to explain it in such a way that it becomes an example for others to follow. Whoever is in my situation, if they can reach there, if they can access that talk, they can get something from there. That okay, these are the things that we do not have to do at any cost. We have to avoid these things so that we could live our life in a better way, or we could reach up to somewhere easily.
Okay. So again, pretty good. Makes sense, right? But if you could ask your future self some questions, what questions would you like to ask? Maybe you can ask one or two questions only. So what would they be? Think, take your time, think, and let me know.
Oh, that is again, I mean, a nice and at the same time a difficult one as well.
Yeah.
But being in that situation, I would like to know only one thing, that where do I stand? Am I standing in a position from where I can do whatever I want to do for myself or not? And if that is yes, then what else can I do for the other people in my network or in my society? So, in that term, I would like to know that how capable I am. If not, then what are the things that I can do? Because I'm talking to someone in future, so I would like to know that okay, I have some time to reach there. So tell me the tricks so that I could work on them and then improve and be up to a certain position from where whatever I am thinking of, I could achieve that. I could do that easily.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for that. And you didn't even take that much time to think. You were pretty quick. So that is also something that I would like to appreciate. Okay, and one of the last few questions, I believe, the next one would be if you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and why? If you had the complete power, it has to be one thing. It can be a societal norm, it can be some practices, anything at all. What would you like to eliminate from the world?
The one thing that I would like to change is the patriarchy, the system of patriarchy that is available in different parts of world, not only in our country but also across the countries. Especially, I mean, there are certain countries where the situation are worst.
Mm.
The situation is worst, especially in the Middle East. Some countries from Middle East and
Mm.
all those countries. Yeah.
Yeah, it's prevalent everywhere. I think in pretty much every society, patriarchy, misogyny, these things are quite prevalent. I think
Of
everywhere,
course.
right? What is your main motive behind this? Why do you want to eliminate, a patriarchal mindset? What is your vision for this?
The reason is very simple, that we always think and say that humanity is above everything. So we have to treat everyone as a human being and not as a separate uh, community from separate community or caste or creed or anything. So in that term, when I talk about patriarchy, it has certain advantages to male and disadvantages to female. So if we can remove this, all those disadvantages to one group of a people would be eliminated. So that would be great for the people or humanity in overall.
Wow. So humanity comes before anything, and there's no need for any dominance from any one side, right? We should be good human beings first, and then everything comes after that, right?
Of course.
Okay, great, Raj. I mean, I have no words. I'm speechless. Your answers are so beautiful, so meaningful today, and great, great. All right.
Thanks. Thanks.
I think in all of your answers, I think the thought process is brilliant. There's nothing I want to add, delete, or change. It was brilliant the way you communicated. You were very calm, very collected, no stammering, no stuttering, no pauses, nothing at all. It was very fluent. I think even you noticed this, the fluency level, right? Just
Okay.
Okay. So just sometimes, pay special attention to maybe singulars and plurals, the usage of prepositions, because you know these concepts. I don't have to teach you. Just be
Of
aware.
course.
If you find yourself fumbling, just go back, correct yourself, and then proceed again. Okay, that's all.
All right.
Okay, got my point?
Yeah. Of course.
Perfect. Great then. So before we proceed, do you have any questions for me? Any doubts, any clarifications at all? Please let me know.
No, no, not at all. I do not have anything in particular, and we can move on. Yeah.
Nothing in particular? Okay, great. So I wanted to discuss some vocabulary words with you. So shall we get ahead with that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So the first word for the day is ubiquitous.
Okay. Ubiquitous is something that is available everywhere.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So could you quickly whip up an example sentence for me?
Hmm. It's tough because I can't collect the exact term of this word, but maybe I shall give a try. For example, I was talking about patriarchy. So we can say that this mindset is ubiquitous no matter which part of the world you go.
Right. So patriarchy is quite ubiquitous, which means it's present everywhere. Absolutely
Right.
right. Another example for you would be the usage of smartphones is ubiquitous in today's society.
Yeah, sure.
Another sentence. Okay. Next, let's change things a little bit. What I'll do, I will give you the sentence. All right. You have to guess the meaning. Done?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the politicians' answers were intentionally obfuscated to avoid giving a direct response. The politicians' answers were intentionally obfuscated to avoid giving a direct response. Here, what is the meaning of the word obfuscate? Obfuscate. Obfuscate.
Could you repeat, please?
I'll give you a shorter sentence, okay? The
No,
politician
no.
gave. Huh?
I mean, it's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I'll put the word, no worries, and I'll also paste the sentence for you to read. Take your time to analyze.
It is something related to interfered that it has been uh, the answer should have been uh, present in certain way, but it has been changed, twisted, something like twisted.
Right. So obfuscate, pretty, you're very close. Okay, you're very very close. So obfuscate means to deliberately make something unclear. You're right. To
Yeah.
deliberately, intentionally make something unclear or difficult to understand.
Equivocal, something like that.
Equivocal. Equivocal. Wait. Yeah, kind of ambiguous, right? Very vague. Okay,
Right.
so that means to obfuscate. A lot of evidence was obfuscated during the proceedings. So that's the meaning, right? So yeah, these were the two words. Would you like to learn one more, the last one?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure you're going to get this one right. The word is ineffable. INEFFABLE. Ineffable.
Okay. Any sentence on this?
Sure. The beauty of the sunset was ineffable.
Um, Amazing.
Hmm. Pretty much, very close. Ineffable means something that's so good that it cannot be expressed in words. We say, it left
Okay.
me
Yeah.
speechless. So it's like that.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that is the meaning of ineffable. Something that's too great or too extreme to be expressed in words. That's about it. Clear?
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Great. Awesome then. So those were the words. Since you want to become scale to A1, A2, sorry, C1, C2 level, I thought it's important for you to know these kind of terms so that you can also put your efforts in this direction.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely help you, right? So I have a small assignment for you, and you have to do a small presentation in the next session whenever we meet for 10 minutes, all right? And the
Okay.
subject, I give it to you in the chat box. This is the subject, all right? Just for 10 minutes, you have to explain the concept of this thing, whatever I've pasted, and you have to give some examples and just make it interesting in your way. I'll be the student and
Okay.
you'll be the teacher,
Okay. Great.
right?
Oxymoron. Yeah.
Yes, oxymoron, right? Um, any questions?
No, no. No question
All
at
right.
all.
The next session is going to be very interesting. I'll just be sitting quietly. I won't talk. It will be your turn to talk, and you have to explain.
Okay. Great.
All right, great then. Fine.
Okay.
So make it interactive. Come prepared with questions. Imagine that I am your student, all right? So ask
Okay.
questions, ask for answers. Do it. Make it interactive. That's all. Sure.
Okay. Great.
Great then.
Yeah.
I will see you in the next session, Raj. If you have no questions, then we can wrap up the session.
Yeah, of course. I will also like to take your leave now
Great.
because I have to join a party and my friends are waiting. So
Oh
two
my
are sitting
goodness.
just in my room that I should finish it early and then go with them.
Right. I don't want
So
to
they
spoil
were
the party.
asking me that you should complete it in 20 minutes. Let it go.
No, no, no. 20 minutes, definitely not. I'm not gonna let go of you that soon. So now you can,
Yeah, of
enjoy
course.
the party. I'll see you next week, okay? Or this week maybe. So take
Okay.
care. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
You too.
A nice
Bye.
time. Yeah.
You
Bye.
too. Have a splendid time. Bye.